What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. And what happened? I thought for every one bigot that you got rid of, you were going to replace it with five more of the mythical queer audience. And what? Well, maybe they're just still on that first part of getting rid of everyone, and then they're going to bring them back in. But so far, Doctor Who sets another record as viewership plummets nearly 400,000. But please make sure to fill my comment section talking about everyone watching it on the real BBC iPlayer or whatever. And then we can point out again that that's like only 15% of the British population. And this is accounting for that too. Russell T. Davies and Ncuti Gatwa's new Doctor Who series set another record for the worst viewed episode in the show's entire history as viewership plummeted nearly 400,000 in overnight numbers. Doctor Who TV reports the third episode, Boom, who I'm actually hearing a lot of people actually liked this episode compared to the other ones. And then it's very quickly pointed out that this was written by Stephen Moffat, not Russell T. Davies. 2.4 million viewers in the United Kingdom when it aired on May 18th. The episode broke the previous most least viewed episode set by the series' second episode, The Devil's Cord, which brought in just 2.4 million. The premiere episode, Space Babies, which debuted the same day as The Devil's Cord, had brought in 2.6 million and held the record briefly before The Devil's Cord. Before that, Battlefield Part 1 back in 1989 held the record with 3.10 million viewers as the lowest watched episode. So congratulations, beating even Jodie Whittaker. That's impressive. The decline in viewership comes in the wake of Ncuti Gatwa, who plays the 15th Doctor, telling potential viewers not to watch the show if they did not like his casting. That's right. He said, don't watch, turn off the TV, go and touch grass, please, for God's sake. Well, we did that, and show's still horrible. Gatwa was not the only actor in the show telling people not to watch. Drag queen Jinx Monsoon, who plays Maestro in The Devil's Cords, told Slate, "To the people who have issues, the show that you love was created by a queer person. Get over it." I don't believe the original person was queer, but that's fine. Get over it. A lot of people are going to really love this. Yeah, we're seeing it in the ratings. And I think this season is going to create a lot of new Doctor Who fans. And if we lose some of the transphobic ones, don't let the door hit you on your way out. Monsoon added, there's a lot of toxicity around gender and trans conversation. In the 70s, it was the conversation of queerness and the gay conversation. We overcame it once and we'll overcome it again. They're not the same thing. Trans, especially the transing of children, is not the same thing as people being born gay. In the 70s, we overcame it once and we'll overcome it again. To the people who are upset about it, boo-hoo, cry your fucking tears. It's not your world exclusive. We all live here, so get over yourself. You know what? I think get over yourself is exactly what we would say to you. I know a lot of people might not even watch this season of Doctor Who because it's taking such a decisively queer step. However, if they watch it, I think they'll see that we're just actors playing characters. And if they don't watch it, then who needs them? I truly believe that for every fan we lose to transphobia, we're going to have 2 or 3 more coming in because they're excited for trans representation, the drag queen concluded. Clearly, viewers are rejecting this injection of woke ideology into Doctor Who as viewership continues to sink rather than triple, as Monsoon predicted. And then, of course, I don't know what would make you not want to just love and watch this character over and over again. On top of both Gatwa and Monsoon telling potential viewers not to watch the show, something, spoiler, you should never fucking do. Russell T. Davies, the showrunner, made it clear the entire show was about his own personal and disordered sexual activities he was injecting into the show. We asked about including queer themes into the show. He told Collider, to be absolutely honest, it's almost not that deliberate. That's the life I lead, and I've been doing this. This is the other thing is that, I almost believe him. They can't even help it. He can't stop himself from just making everything gay or from that world because that's what he is immersed in. That's the life that I lead, and I've been doing this. I wrote a series called Queer as Folk in 1999 that broke down many barriers, and I'm never going to step back from that. And in fairness, no one's ever asked me to step back from that. Give it time. And I just think that it doesn't even feel particularly queer to me. Cut to Ncuti dancing in a gay club in a dress. It just feels natural. It's 2024, and we're all in, I know, kilt, but for some reason he pushes it more towards dress. Does not make it look like a Highlander. Twitter might kick, and in the dark little corners, people might argue, but that's not the real world. The real world is one of acceptance, with the battles to be fought and the votes to be gained. I'm not naive to the problems that exist. You sort of are. But God, it's a more welcoming world in schools. We now have people who can come out in schools and be happy and thrive, which when I was at that age was literally impossible. So that's got to be a better world. Yeah, it depends on what they're coming out into. So I simply write quite naturally. I don't think about it that much. That is my world, and I'm trusted by my bosses to put my world and to put my writing on screen. So I confidently do so, he concluded. And unfortunately, we are seeing massive rejection of this. This is the religious reason we're, but I'm not religious, so I can't share that one. But nevertheless, Davies also admitted to using the show, and this is where my problem would come in, is the targeting of children. Variety's Elsie Schaefer reported, there's the criticism that Doctor Who is a show that appeals to children, and that a queer actor playing the Doctor will reach more kids than ever with its new home with Disney Plus, which is a disturbing idea to homophobes. Davy sees the show's wider reach as an opportunity to open people's minds. She then quoted Davies, who told her, I think if you're 6 years old, you don't care. Not at all. But nonetheless, as the world darkens, I do think the world is darkening around queer rights. First of all, you motherfuckers have never had more rights. You're in everything. You're overrepresented by actual statistics of gay people. And specifically, most people problem here is not any of the gay stuff. It is specifically the trans ideology, Rose, the transplaining to the Doctor, and all of that. Look, I think a lot of people would be able to get over gay Ncuti Gatwa if you just had him act like the Doctor and not flaming Queen all the time. But specifically, your Jinx Monsoon and your targeting of children for the trans stuff is what's drawing a lot of people's attention, including mine. And that just goes on for Davies continue to talk about how happy he is to gay up and trans up every character. And he just thinks it's great. He says, one of the marvelous things about being gay is that actually you're always in the news, whether you want to be or not. It's in every presidential election or ministerial election in Great Britain. Someone will ask about gay rights, of which, what more rights do you want? You have them all. Someone will ask about queer rights. You find yourself, but really it comes down to, you want to be able to go into any bathroom you want with kids there, even if you look like a big ugly dude in a dress. And I'm sorry, the rest of the world is just not happening. We still acknowledge biological reality, which is, I know, is something you don't want to do. Let me know what you think of this. Make sure, are you still watching Doctor Who? What do you think of that third episode written by Moffat? And are you in it for the whole season just to see how bad or maybe good it can get? I don't know. Let me know. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.